season by Madeira High School is based on the life of Anne Frank and the other Jewish inhabitants of what Anne calls the secret annex.
The play was adapted from actual entries in the diary that Anne kept while in hiding during World War II. The Frank family, who were joined by the Van Daan family and Dr. Busol, spent 2 years and 29 days in hiding within a secret annex in Amsterdam before being discovered by Nazis.
The following scene takes place on the final day of the secret annex. Following the brief blackout, we jump forward in time to 1946, when Anne's father, Otto Frank, has returned to the annex following the war. Now, nominated for Best Play, here is Madeira High School.
Look, Peter, the sky. It's such a lovely, lovely day. Aren't the clouds beautiful? You know what I do sometimes when I couldn't stand to keep up for one more minute? I think myself out. I think myself out on a walk in the park where Kim and I used to go, where the jonquils and crocuses and violets all grow down the slopes. You know the most wonderful part about thinking yourself out? Well, you can have it any way you like. You can have roses and violets, and just random ones all blooming at the same time. It's funny. I used to take it all for granted, and now I've just gone crazy about anything to do with nature, haven't you?
I've just gone crazy. I feel like if we don't get out of here, if something doesn't happen soon, I can't take much more of it.
I wish you had some religion, Peter.
Thanks. Not me.
Oh, I don't mean orthodox. I believe in heaven and hell and purgatory and things. I mean, just to have some religion. It doesn't matter what, just to believe in something. When I think of all that's out there, the trees, flowers, and seagulls, and when I think of the dearness of you, Peter, and of the goodness of the people we know, like me, Mr. Crawler, the vegetable man, Dirk, all risking their lives for us every day. When I think of these things, I'm not afraid anymore. I find myself in God. And
well, that's fine. But when I start to think I get mad, I mean, look at us, hiding out here for 2 years, not able to move, trapped here like... waiting for them to come and get us. And all for what?
We're not the only ones who've had to suffer. There's always someone who's had to suffer. Sometimes one race, sometimes another.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
I know it's hard trying to have any faith when people are doing such horrible... But you know what I sometimes think? I think the world might be going through a phase, the way I was with Mother. It'll pass, maybe not for hundreds of years, but someday... I still believe, in spite of everything, people are really good at heart.
I want to see something now, not 1,000 years from now.
Well, Peter, if you only looked at it as part of a great pattern, you're only a small minute in the life. Look at us, pointing at each other like a couple of stupid grown-ups. Look at the sky now. Isn't it lovely? Someday when we're outside again, I'm going to go walk.
For 2 years, we've lived here in fear, but now we can live in hope.
Bucket! Schnell! Todd Greenan!
And so it seems our stay here is over. They're waiting for us now. They've allowed us 5 minutes to get our things. We can each take a bag of whatever it will hold of clothing. Nothing else, so dear, dear diary, that means I must leave you behind. Goodbye for a while. P.S. Please, please, me for Mr. Crawler or anyone else. If you should find this diary, will you keep it safe for me? because someday I hope to.
No more.
I'd gone to the country to find you. When I got back, the block was surrounded by police.
We made it our business to find out how they knew. It was the thief. The thief told them.
It sounds strange to say this, that anyone can be happy in a concentration camp, but Anne was happy in the camp in Holland where they first took us. After 2 years of being shut up in these rooms, she could be out in the sunshine and fresh air that she loved.
A little more?
Thank you. The news of the war was good. The British and Americans were sweeping through France, and we were sure they'd get to us in time. In September, we were told that we were being moved to a new camp in Poland. The men to one camp, and the women to another. It was only later that I learned of the death of my wife, of Margot, the Van Dans, and Dr. Dussel. But I still had hope for Anne. Yesterday I went to Rotterdam. There was a woman there. She'd been at Belsen with Anne. Now I know.
In spite of everything, I still believe people are really good at heart.
She puts me to shame.